So I had lots of dealings with BlackRock when I was in the administration. I'm happy to tell you the story sometime. But one of the things that happened was Larry Fink called me screaming and threatened that he was going to write a letter complaining about me. And I said, please, Larry, be my guest. Because I thought, what could be better for your brand than have Larry Fink on the record in a letter? You know, he was complaining that I gave precedent to the taxpayers above him.
Oh my goodness, say it isn't so. A lot
That's
of
a crime.
people
That's a crime.
a lot of people like to say that they believe, like, there's still these dyed in the wool, like, these people that believe that we can vote our way out of this problem with the two-party system that we're dealing with right now. There's so many people that say this to me. Our government's playing 4D chess. They're going to get us out of this. They're paying attention. The economy is going to get better. I am married to a federal attorney, and very few people believe me when I tell them the stranglehold that BlackRock has on the US government. But right now, just as an example of one of the reasons we know that our US government is never, ever, ever going to work against BlackRock is because for the last 15 years, and certainly right now, every single former federal employee, from the president all the way down to the janitors at the US House, every federal employee at the FBI, every federal employee at the US Treasury, their entire pension is invested 81% with BlackRock and 19% with State Street.
Right.
Every US president, going back for the last 2 decades, has had members of BlackRock's board or former members on their economic advisory council. Biden's senior economic advisor was a BlackRock board member. So we have this like fiscal stranglehold on this company where if they vote against them, if they do anything or pass a law against BlackRock, they're hurting their own employees. They're hurting their own pension. They're hurting their own future. And I don't think that should be allowed.
It's worse than that because here's the big problem if you're the president. So if we made you president tomorrow, you have a $6 trillion a year budget, okay? And you're getting revenues of $4 trillion from taxes and various sources. And then you're borrowing $2 trillion. And the way the borrowing is set up is it goes through the New York Fed.
Yeah.
And the New York Fed has your bank account. So you are 100% dependent on the central bank. Okay. And so the people who run and control and own the central banks basically control you because everybody in America wants their check. And if you try and say, look, we're going to cut back by a third, they're going to say, or 25%, they're going to say no. So I never forget that one of my favorite quotes is I had a senator in Idaho, state senator, say to me, every year we send $1 to Washington and we get $1.19 back. And every time I try and enforce the Constitution, my constituents say, I'd rather have the 19 cents. Right? So that's why, there are many solutions, but they require you shifting the money. It's not just voting. You vote in the marketplace every day with your time and your money, and you got to shift that vote too.